Yes. Page 24, paragraph 29. It says SR13 resource capacity. If the council does not have the appropriate resources to match the delivery requirements, it cannot deliver its priorities. This score has increased due to recent changes within the senior leadership team, and actions are in place to address the increased risk. Well, given that we currently do not have a chief executive, we do not have a director of housing, we do not have a director for strategic growth and regeneration, we do not have a director for governance and corporate services, and the director for finance has currently been unavailable for work for some time. Given that's a situation that we find ourselves in, and that's been the situation now for some months, can I ask what exactly the plans are to address the actions that are going to be taken to address the increased risk? Could you please spell them out for us, please?
Yep, very happy to. The first thing I'd say is the report is referring to August, so the information you quote is wrong. The structure chart you quote is wrong. And in terms of the steps we're taking, they were considered by full council last week in great detail and approved. I'm absolutely confident this council, as this performance report has just spelled out to you, is delivering for residents. If you wish to draw back to any performance you wish to see improved, more than happy to have a conversation about that. In terms of the risk register, as I say, this is referring to August. The changes you reference have been since August. And like I say, the structure chart you reference is incorrect as well. Further questions?
Yes. In which case, can you spell out for us exactly what is the senior management structure at the moment, please?
Yeah, I refer you to the council report of last Thursday. Further questions?
Yes.
Councillor Gunn?
Can you spell out? Can you spell out for the public who are listening to this exactly what the situation is with regard to the senior management team at the moment, please?
More than happy to do so. The senior management of this council is taken collectively as the Local Government 2000 Act sets out. We are meeting as the executive of the council this evening to consider these matters. The structure that we have in place is changing as that report detailed. The council is meeting its statutory requirements in terms of statutory officers. And like I say, I think what residents care most about is how we are spending their money and what services they are getting for it. This report spells out we are spending their money well and they are getting improving services for it. So I think that residents will be abundantly clear what they care most about, and the questions you ask, there may be a slight divergence between the two. The council has a very strong senior management in place. We are restructuring. There will be more news on that shortly. You considered a report on those matters last Thursday in a confidential session, which is why I'm not able to repeat those things to you now. I don't think there's any more questions on the matter, so I'll come to Councillor Gunn.
Thank you, Councillor.
I just find it amazing, really, that you can have the gall, Councillor Sawers, to sit here and pretend to the people of Harlow that somehow or other everything is wonderful in the state of Denmark with regard to Harlow Council. We currently have no senior management team to speak of. As I was saying earlier, we currently have no chief executive, we have no director of housing, we have no director for strategic growth, and we have no director for governance. And yet somehow or other we seem to be pretending that everything is going on as normal and everything is getting. So I just wonder when, if ever, you're actually going to come out and tell the people of Harlow exactly what the situation is with regards to the management structure, and when exactly you're going to say what the plans are for addressing the situation.
Very good. I'll come back to that. Comment. Standing orders are very clear on that. Any further comments? No, very good. In which case I'll wrap the item up. What the Performance, Finance and Risk Report for August demonstrates is that the council's finances are in a surplus. Residents are paying less council tax for that. Performance across the board is improving. There is nothing more socialist, I would suggest, than focusing on nothing in terms of performance of the council. Not one question, Not one comment about the performance of the council, instead focusing on which deck chairs are in which places. I think the thing that residents care far more about is not who sits in which offices, it's what services are they getting for the council tax they are paying. As this report spells out very clearly, as the offlog data spells out very clearly, as every single appendice spells out very clearly, we have bigger capital programmes than we've ever had, and we're delivering them. We have clearer missions than we've ever had, we're delivering them. Performance is improving across the board. Both on the General Fund and the HRA, we are projecting a surplus. Again, as I started with, there is nothing more socialist than talking purely about what goes on behind closed doors and nothing, not one comment or question on the finances. You have an opposition that will write pages in the local press, come to a meeting about the finances of this council and ask not a single question about it, make not a single comment about it. Talk, one about government policy, or look at the performance of the council, make not one suggestion on the way forward. This council is delivering for residents, it's improving month on month, and I would suggest the opposition would do far better to focus on that than what they may think will score them political points. So I absolutely commend the work that the council staff are doing day in, day out. I absolutely commend the fact that residents are paying less council tax for those services, and I absolutely commend the fact the services they are receiving, as this report spells out very clearly, are improving. And with that, we shall come to the recommendations, A to E. I would ask which way the opposition will vote, but of course they don't get a vote. So recommendation A to E, are they agreed by the Cabinet?
Agreed.
Jolly good. Which takes us on.